Taxi boss Joe Ferrari Sibanyoni has been arrested, according to a recent report by ENCA, in a development linked to an ongoing criminal investigation into alleged extortion. The 60-year-old businessman was reportedly taken into custody and is being held at a police station in Middelburg. Authorities have indicated that the arrest forms part of a broader case involving alleged extortion activities, although full details of the charges have not yet been made public.
Confirmed with some sources as well I've been chatting to, and it seems as though this was a really clandestine execution of a J50 warrant of arrest. And one source here says that the DNC detectives and of course divisional comms and of the crime intelligence and other units did not know about this arrest. So it means that it's high profile, and you have the special task force units going in there because of the magnitude of this individual who's being arrested and the kind of connections he may hold as well as a businessman. We know that he owns a couple of businesses. He's prominently known within the taxi industry as well. There's been multiple allegations leveled against Mr. Sibanyoni, and from what we understand, this case relates to an extortion case as well, but also there is a possible charge of murder that could be added to the charge sheet as well. This is as far as we've been communicating with some of our sources. We know that he's been under investigation for quite some time, but it has been done quietly so to ensure that the execution can be successful. What I also do understand is that Joe obviously has family in Pretoria and in Johannesburg, respectively in Centurion, in Garsfontein, and in the areas of Hyde Park as well. But it seems as though they took him in Pretoria at about 12 p.m. midnight by the Special Task Force units, and then we currently have been notified that he is in the Middelburg area, so he's probably at the Middelburg police.
Sibanyoni is not an obscure figure. He has repeatedly surfaced in high-profile testimony before the Mpumalanga Commission, where witnesses have described a complex web of alleged criminal activity involving the taxi industry, law enforcement leaks, and violent rivalries. These proceedings have examined claims of organized networks operating within the transport sector, though many of the allegations remain untested in court. Joe Ferrari Sibanyoni is a prominent and controversial figure in South Africa's taxi industry. He built his reputation over decades, starting as a taxi driver in the 1980s before expanding into a large transport and business empire that includes taxis, trucking, property, and other ventures. His nickname Ferrari is often linked to his wealth and reportedly lavish lifestyle. He has held leadership roles in key taxi structures, including associations that later fed into the South African National Taxi Council, SANTACO. Over time, he became one of the most influential figures in the industry, with significant economic and political connections. Sibanyoni has also been associated, though not convicted, with allegations involving a so-called Big Five cartel, an alleged criminal network said to operate within parts of the taxi industry. Investigations and testimony have suggested links between this network and violent power struggles, including attempted assassinations and underworld rivalries. Notably, Sibanyoni himself has been the target of violence. A 2022 attempted murder case involving him is still part of ongoing legal processes, with multiple suspects accused of orchestrating or carrying out the attack. Despite these controversies, Sibanyoni has also been portrayed in some accounts as a self-made businessman and philanthropist who has contributed to community initiatives. However, many of the more serious allegations tied to his name, particularly those involving organized crime, remain unproven in court. His arrest marks a significant escalation in legal scrutiny around his activities. Given his prominence and the broader context of taxi industry conflicts, the case is likely to draw continued public and legal attention. At this stage, authorities have not disclosed whether additional suspects are involved or when he is expected to appear in court. In summary, Sibanyoni is a powerful but polarizing figure, a longtime taxi industry leader whose career spans legitimate business success and persistent allegations of involvement in South Africa's violent taxi underworld. His arrest now places him at the center of a criminal case that may further test those claims in court.